Hello and welcome to another Magic the Gathering video. So I have here 6 packs of Commander Legends. These are the 20 card draft boosters, and we're going to crack these open, see what we can pull. So as I tend to do nowadays with these, I'm going to do this sort of without much preparation. Just see what we find in the packs. So it looks like we're starting off with the commons first. We've got Champion of the Flame. It's 2 and a red, trample. Champion of the Flame gets +2/+2 for each aura and equipment attached to it. Forceful Denial with Cascade on it. So when you cast this spell, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card that costs less. You may cast it without paying its mana cost. Put the exiled cards on the bottom of your library in a random order. Counter target spell. It's for 3 and 2 blue. Haunted Cloak. 3 to cast. Equip creature has vigilance, trample and haste. Equip for 1. Crimson Fleet Commodore's in here. Creature ogre pirate with trample. And also Monarch here, so when Crimson Fleet Commodore enters the battlefield, you become the Monarch. Aqueous Form, a single blue enchanted creature. The enchanted creature can't be blocked. Whenever enchanted creature attacks, scry for 1. Eyeball Colours. When it dies, create 3 1/1 green elf warrior creature tokens, then mill 3 cards. Fiery Cannonade. 2 and a red. Fiery Cannonade deals 2 damage to each non-pirate creature. So it looks like we have a pirate theme in the set. 2 and a white. Sky Whaler's Shot. Destroy target creature with power 3 or greater. Scry 1. So for scry, just to remind you, you look at the top card of your library. You may put that library on the bottom. You may put that card on the bottom of your library. Fin Clade Fugitives. Can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. It's a 7/4 for 5 and a green, and it's got Encore on it. So 4 and a green, exile this card from your library. For each opponent, create a token copy that attacks that opponent this turn if able. They gain haste, sacrifice them at the beginning of the next end step, activate only as a sorcery. Eyeblight Massacre, so 3 and 2 black, non-elf creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn. Perilous Mirror is in the set. 2 to cast, 1/1, when Perilous Mirror dies, it deals 2 damage to any target. We have Terramorphic Expanse in the set. Open the armory, so we're now getting on to our uncommons. We get to search your library for an aura or equipment card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. It's 1 and a white. Golem Artisan. 5 to cast, 3/3. For 2, target artifact creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. For 2, target artifact creature gains your choice of flying, trample or haste until end of turn. So notice you're not tapping with either of those, so you can actually put as much free mana as you like into that activation cost. Cast Down, 1 and a black, destroy target non-legendary creature. Okay, awesome. We have a Jeweled Lotus. So 0 to cast. This is a mythic. Tap, sacrifice Jeweled Lotus, add 3 mana of any one colour. Spend this mana only to cast your commander. So we have our legendary in the pack. 3 and a green, Helana Kessig Ranger. Legendary creature, human archer. That's a uncommon with reach. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 2. When you do, that creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature. We've got partner on this as well, so you can have 2 commanders if you both have partner. So we have another legendary creature here, Togo Goblin Weaponsmith, 2 and a green, also with partner on it, which makes sense. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, create a colourless equipment artifact token named Rock with equipped creature has 1. Tap, sacrifice Rock. This creature deals 2 damage to any target and equip 1. And we have a foil legendary, Captain Vargas Wrath. It's blue-red 1/1 legendary creature, Orc Pirate, also an uncommon. Whenever Captain Vargas Wrath attacks, pirates you control get +1/+1 until end of turn for each time you've cast a commander from the command zone this game. And we have Prismatic Piper, 5 to cast, legendary creature Shapeshifter. If the Prismatic Piper is your commander, choose a colour before the game begins. The Prismatic Piper is the chosen colour, and that has partner on it as well. And we have a copy token. So what have we learnt from this pack? Well, it looks like they're stacking the commanders at the end of the pack. All of those were at uncommon. We have a common Prismatic Piper, and our rare was a mythic rare that was Jeweled Lotus. In terms of the regular cards, it looks like we've got 3 uncommons in that area, and the rest were all commons. So we'll see how that stacks up with the following packs, and whether that's a consistent sort of breakdown of slots. Okay, so again with these, I'll just flag up as we go through if there's any with keyword abilities on here. Okay, so we've got Defiant Salvager, that's at common. Portent of Betrayal, it's got Scry on it, we've seen that before. Trove Tracker, it's 2 and a blue 2/2, it does have Encore on it, which we've seen. So on this one, the Encore cost us 5 and 2 blue. Moulder Beast with Trample on it. And whenever an artifact is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, Moulder Beast gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Goblin Trailblazer has Menace on it. With Menace, this creature can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. It's good to see Pilgrim's Eye in here. Good way of searching down basic lands. Cage of Hands. Entourage of Trest. Another card with Monarch on it. Malfeld Twins. Looks like we've also seen another card like this where something triggers when the creature dies. Looks like there's some token shenanigans obviously going on in this set. Scab Goliath. Palace Sentinels. Another card with Monarch on it. Owner's Judgment. And this card helps you deal with creatures or enchantments. You get to exile those for the cost of 4 and a white. Lumin Grid Gargoyle has flying on it. Fathom Fleet Swordjack. So it cares about artifacts and has there's another card with Encore. So we're moving on to our uncommons now. Imperious Perfect is in here. So 2 and a green, other elves you control get +1/+1. Green tap creator, 1/1 green elf warrior creature token. So clearly the set has an elf tribal theme. Thought Vessel, 2 to cast artifact. You have no maximum hand size. Tap add colourless mana. And our rare is Sweet Gum Recluse, 4 and 2 green for a creature spider with flash, cascade and reach. When Sweet Gum Recluse enters the battlefield, put 3/1/1 counters on each of any number of target creatures that entered the battlefield this turn, and that's a 0/3. So moving on to our legends in this pack. To uncommon we have Toya Bearclaw, 1 red-green 2/2 legendary creature human warrior. Whenever Toya Bearclaw attacks, it gets +X until end of turn, where X is the greatest power among other creatures you control, and that's a 2/2. We have Nymeris Owner's Trickster, 3 blue-black. This is actually at rare. Legendary creature Fairy Knights, a 1/6 with flash and flying. Whenever you cast your first spell during each opponent's turn, look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put one of those cards into your hand and the other into your library. Oh, sorry, into your graveyard. And we have a foil, Howling Golem. 3 to cast, 2/3. Whenever Howling Golem attacks or blocks, each player draws a card. And we have a copy token. Clearly copies are a thing. So we're starting off with Rummaging Goblin. Omen Speakers in the set. Get to scry 2 on that one. Inspiring Roar, another card that cares about counters. Valakut Invoker. Spontaneous Mutation. Cares about the number of cards in your graveyard. Howling Golem. Got another Eye Blight Massacre, which we saw in the first pack. We've got Ancestral Blade. Fertilid. Another Counters Matters card. Okay, so that, yes, I seem to remember this. So we have a Charcoal Diamond. So there's, I think, the Cycle of Diamonds would appear that they are in this set, or included in this set. 2 to cast, artifact, Charcoal Diamond enters the battlefield tapped. Tap add black. So there's going to be 1 for each of the colours. Viscera Seer is in here, another card with scry on it. So Spectral Searchlight, 3 to cast, choose a player, that player adds 1 mana of any colour they choose. Tap to activate that. Maelstrom Colossus with Cascade, 8 to cast for a 7/7. Moving on to our uncommons, we've got Intangible Virtue, another card that cares about creature tokens. Codex Shredder, 1 to cast, tap, target player mills a card, 5 tap, sacrifice Codex Shredder, return target card from your graveyard to your hand. Combage Witches, okay. 2 black, 1/3, tap, combage, which deals 1 damage to any target and 1 damage to any target of an opponent's choice. It's new artwork. Blasphemous Act. So that's our rare. 8 and a red, sorcery. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature on the battlefield. Blasphemous Axe deals 13 damage to each creature. And moving on to our legendary slots. So we've got Anara Wolfid Familiar, legendary creature Wolf Beast. As long as it's your turn, commanders you control have indestructible. And it's also a partner. So I'd expect to see, yep, in this pack, another partner commander. Glacian Power Stone Engineer, 5 and a blue, 3/6 legendary creature, human artificer, also an uncommon. Tap X untapped artifacts you control. Look at the top X cards of your library. Put one of those cards into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. And as I said, that has partner on it. We've got Rupture Spire foil in here. So Rupture Spire into the battlefield. Tap. When Rupture Spire enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless you pay 1. Tap. Add 1 mana of any colour. And another copy token. So I'm halfway through now. So, Brazen Freebooter generates treasure tokens. Aqueous Form. Crow of Dark Tidings. Skyraker Giant with reach on it. Kitesail Corsair. Soul's Fire is in the set. Kingspell Courier, also encore on this. Wild Size. Eyeblight Assassin. Filigree Familiar. Captain's Call, another card that cares about tokens. Commander's Sphere is in this pack. So 3 to cast, tap, add 1 mana of any colour in your commander's colour identity, sacrifice Commander's Sphere, draw a card. Trusty Pack Beast. Humble Defector. So we're moving on to our uncommons. Frenzied Saddle Brute, which has haste on it. Monstrous Onslaught. And our rare is Nightshade Harvester, 3 and a black, 2/2, creature elf shaman. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, that player loses 1 life. Put a +1/+1 counter on Nightshade Harvester. And moving on to our legendary slots, we have Radiant Seer Archangel, 6 white legendary creature artifact, flying. It's a 6/4. Tap another untapped creature you control with flying. Radiant Seer Archangel gains protection from the colour of your choice until end of turn. Has partner Captain Vargas Wrath. Blue-red 1/1 legendary creature Orc Pirate. Whenever Captain Vargas Wrath attacks, pirates you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. For each time you've cast a commander from the command zone in this game. We have Rings of Bright Hearth is in here. Excellent. This is our rare. 3 to cast artifact. Whenever you activate an ability, if it isn't a mana ability, you may pay 2. If you do, Copy that ability. You may choose new targets for the copy. And we have a copy token. So the thing you would have noticed about this particular pack is it only has a single partner commander in there. So I thought perhaps they were trying to stack the packs, but maybe either that wasn't not successful in the case of that pack, or it's just probability-wise that may happen where you don't always get two partners in a pack. If there are partners there, Gift of Paradise. And that would look really cool if they managed to get the falling right on one of those. Impulsive Pilferer. We've seen a lot of cards with Encore so far. Here's another one. Also can create treasure tokens when it dies. Gale Strike. Briarblade Adept. Another Encore card. Dragon Egg is in here. Prying Eyes. Annoyed Altisaur with Reach, Trample and Cascade. Sanitarian Skeleton. Yeah, useful if you've got graveyard shenanigans going on there. Fall from Favour. Slith Ascendant. I wondered when this would turn up. Elvish Visionary, no surprise in a commander product. 1 and a green, 1/1. When Elvish Visionary enters the battlefield, draw a card. Path of Ancestry is in here. Enters the battlefield tapped. Tap, add 1 mana of any colour in your commander's colour identity. When that mana is spent, cast a creature spell that shares a creature type with your commander's scribe 1. Workshop Assistant. Cares about artifacts in your graveyard. Interpret the Signs has scry on it, so we're moving on to our uncommon block now. Make a Stand. Creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain indestructible until end of turn. So we're seeing a bit of indestructibility going on in the set. There's Nightblade. Cares about tokens. And we have another mythic. We have Soulfire Eruption. So 6 and 3 red sorcery. Choose any number of target creatures, planeswalkers and or players. For each of them, exile the top card of your library, then Soulfire Eruption deals damage equal to that card's converted mana cost to that permanent or player. You may play the exiled cards until the end of your next turn. So moving on to our legendary creature block. Dargo the Shipwrecker. 6 and a red legendary creature. Giant Pirate. 7/5. As an additional cost to cast this spell, you may sacrifice any number of artifacts and or creatures. This spell costs 2 less to cast for each permanent sacrifice this way, and 2 less to cast for each other artifact or creature you sacrifice this turn. It's got Trample and Partner. And Siani Eye of the Storm, 3 and a blue, 3/2 legendary creature, Jin Monk at uncommon, also has Partner on it. With flying, whenever Siani Eye of the Storm attacks, scry 3, where X is the number of attacking creatures with flying. And we have Ivy Lane Denizen, which is a foil. 3 and a green, 2/3 creature elf warrior. Whenever another green creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Oh, this time around we have an elf warrior token. These, yeah, they are one-sided. They just seem to have some sort of ad on the back to relate to Friday Night Magic or deck boxes and stuff like that. Okay, last pack. So It's pretty cool so far. Some nice mythic pulls there, and obviously quite a large amount of foils, and not surprisingly that whole sort of back section of the pack where we've got all the legendary creatures. So real interesting product to open. Dispeller's Capsule was a regular Ivy Lane denizen. Renegade Tactics. Strategic Planning. Spark Harvest. Sky Diamond. So another one of the cycle of diamonds. This is the blue one. Fleshbag Marauders in here. So yeah, with the presence of this and the other cards we've seen, there's definitely some sort of graveyard recursion type theme that's buildable, or you can leverage. Raise the Alarm. Findhorn Elves, single green, 1/1, tap, add green. It's a mana dork. Yeah, the other thing you've noticed is there's a lot of mana rocks in here, a lot of land that tap for mana fixing. Got Murder in here, 1 and 2 black. Anointer of Valor. Oh, more counters. Yeah, I wondered when this might crop up. Prophetic Prism. 2 to cast, and Prophetic Prism enters the battlefield. Draw a card, 1 tap, add 1 mana of any colour. So you've got mana filtering. Staunch Throne Guard. Another card with Monarch on it. Burnished Heart. Yeah, another card where there's no surprise. This is in the set. 3 to cast. It's an uncommon. Cost of 3. You can sacrifice it. Search your library for up to 2 basic land cards. Put them onto the battlefield tap. Then shuffle your library, and it's a 2/2. Lawseeker's Stone. Okay, so 6 to cast, 3 and tap to activate. Draw 3 cards. This ability costs 1 more to activate for each card in your hand. Okay. Strength of the Pack. More counters. Okay, what's in our rare slot? So we have Jeska's Will. 2 and a red. Rare. Choose one. If you control a commander, as you cast this spell, you may choose both. Add red for each card in your target opponent's hand. Exile the top 3 cards of your library. You may play them this turn, and that's a sorcery. Okay, and we have in our commander slot, we have a rare. Colfinor the Last You, 3 white, black, green. It's a 3/7 legendary creature, tree folk shaman with vigilance and reach. When Colfinor the Last You or another creature you control dies, return up to 1 other target creature card with lesser toughness from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, so if you wanted to be doing the graveyard thing, this is the commander for that. Okay, also an uncommon, Gen Arcanum Weaver, red, white, black, legendary creature, human wizard. Red, white, black, tap, sacrifice an enchantment, return target enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield. That's a 2/3. And we have a foil Vow of Lightning. It's 2 and a red. Enchantment Aura. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2. Has first strike and can't attack you or a planeswalker you control. And we have a spirit token. Okay, so that was pretty exciting. Lots of interesting stuff going on. You know, it's a commander product, so tons of legends in there. We got a couple of couple of mythics. Our first pack had both the prismatic piper in it and jeweled lotus. So yeah, that's very cool. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Bye for now, and keep an eye open for upcoming Commander decks.